Hey everyone. So tonight on CBS All Access, which is their premium streaming network, Star Trek Discovery premiered its second season. Now, last season was kind of a mix, I thought, ups and downs. I liked a lot of it. I've been a fan of Star Trek since I was 10 years old when I saw a rerun of Star Trek The Next Generation. So I was just glad to have something new. I mean, I've really enjoyed the movies, the ones that started in 2009. The J.J. Abrams at the helm. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. But it's different to see it on TV. It's nostalgia. I don't know. But I really was excited for this one. Like I said, ups and downs. Last season wasn't perfect, but I still liked it. I thought it ended pretty good. Now this season, I've been afraid that it was going to be too much about the original series, which maybe it's because I came into the show or to the franchise a little bit later. I've never been able to get into the original series, I guess because it is so dated. Some of the movies I like, but the actual series, I think I've tried to watch it a couple times and I never can make it very far into it. Not that I don't appreciate it, it's just not for me. Like I said, I started with Next Generation and I've just kind of stayed in that era. So, anyways, I was thinking that they were going to focus way too much on connecting everything with Spock, and yes, that they do that, but this episode, I mean, I don't know if I had high expectations, low expectations. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was actually just blown away with this. It looked phenomenal. It sounded amazing. The effects were just wow. I mean, there's really no other word for it. There was a wow factor to this. It felt like I was watching a movie. I mean, honestly, I would say this episode was better than the most recent Star Trek movie, the third one that can't remember the title now. It was pretty much forgettable. But this was just, it was big budget, it was epic, it was just out there. And I've even read something about how they cut the budget on this show for season 2, but this looked amazing. And maybe they used all of their money on this episode. Who knows? The rest of them may look like crap. But this one just looked amazing. The storyline, I liked all of that. There was just enough stuff from the original series to make a nod to it, but it still kept its own integrity. It still kept its own storyline. Um, I really think they fleshed out the characters this year. Last year, I couldn't tell you half of them's names. It's just they're that forgettable. I can recognize a face, but any big details about a character, couldn't tell you. This one, they actually took the time to name several of them, which it might have been done before. Like I said, it was that forgettable. But this year, like I said, they got the time to know them. You got a little bit more of their personality. There was some humor in it. There was action. There was adventure. There was mystery. Everything. I mean, it just had everything. This was watching this. I was really on the fence about resubscribing to CBS All Access because there's just not enough content on there. But after watching this, I'm definitely, I've got like a free trial right now, but I'm definitely going to stay with it because at least for the duration of Star Trek Discovery, because it's too good. I think a new episode drops every Friday or every Thursday, something like that. But this was just far exceeded my expectations. I want to immediately watch it again, which is saying quite a bit for some of them. Like I said, there was just everything. This had everything that I was looking for in a Star Trek series. I like where it's going. Like I said, I liked getting to know the characters a little bit more. There was more personality. I like the mystery of it. I want to see where it's going. There was basically one little scene that actually took place on the Enterprise where Burnham goes into Spock's room at the end of it. So really, like I said, the Enterprise being such a big gimmick didn't overpower the show. It was there. I really liked Captain Pike. Don't know a whole lot about him. I know who he is. I know, all about his character, from the other Trek series, that has mentioned him. But I really liked this spin on the character, and he's a space cowboy is what it all amounts to. But it wasn't as cheesy as that sounds. Uh, I liked Burnham more in this. She was just there last season. Didn't love her, didn't hate her. She was just there. But I liked her in this episode. I thought that it really fleshed out her character a lot more. I love Tilly. She was just one of my favorites from last year, and I liked her even more in this episode. I like where they're going with her character, and I really like the relationship between Tilly and Burnham. Wherever they're going to take that, I like it. Uh, I was really excited by the end of the episode. I wanted to see more. I was wishing that the whole season dropped in one day, but we can't all be Netflix, so I cannot wait for next week to see where we go with this. I highly, highly recommend checking this out. You can get a free, I think, 7-day membership or something like that to CBS All Access if you just wanted to check it out. Like I said, I'm going to stick with mine for a little bit, at least to watch this series. The only other thing I watch on there is The Good Fight, and I usually have just waited in the past and caught it when it came out on DVD, so... But, like I said, this Star Trek is good enough for me to watch week to week, which is saying a lot with me because I binge watch most things, and I think a lot of people do anymore. But like I said, highly check it out. Leave some comments below if you watched it, what you thought about it, or if you just want to talk about Star Trek, because I could do that all day. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Thanks, guys.